Hey guys, this is John with Golazo Kids, and we're here for another episode of the Untold Stories. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the North Korean national team and a fake friendly match against Brazil. This story begins in the small city of Sorocaba, just a couple hours away from São Paulo. There, a religious figure called Reverend Moon from North Korea started his own church, the Church of Unification. After about 10 years in the country of soccer, Moon fell in love with the sport. And so he started to invest in one of the local teams, Atlético Sorocaba. With that money, Atlético Sorocaba started to go up in the Brazilian ranks and gain some national relevance. Until this moment, this is a pretty standard story about a millionaire with unknown origins investing millions into a small team. But in 2009 is when things started to escalate. In Asia, the North Korean national team qualifies for the World Cup. Now, being the closed and diplomatically difficult country that it is, North Korea wanted to schedule friendlies to prepare their national team for the competition, but were unable to do so. That's when Reverend Moon's phone began to ring. It turns out that Reverend Moon had close ties with the North Korean dictator family. He agreed to take the team, Atlético Sorocaba, to North Korea for a friendly. They arrived in the country in what the players themselves described as a plane that was being held by duct tape. Upon arrival, they had their passports and cell phones confiscated. They went through a couple days of government-organized tours and homages to the dictator, and then, finally, the day of the match. As they were entering the field, the players were very confused. There were 80,000 people in the stands, 30 more watching on big screens outside. Why were all these people gathered to watch Atlético Sorocaba from Brazil? Once they took a couple steps onto the pitch, the dots started to connect. The players looked at the scoreboard and saw the abbreviation, BRA. They looked down at their jersey, yellow, and that's when they realized everyone thought they were playing against the Brazilian national team. As I mentioned, North Korea is a very close country, so the fans were unable to recognize that their adversaries were not the superstars that they thought they were. They probably had never heard of the names Kaká and Ronaldinho, much less be able to recognize them on a pitch. The game ended 0-0, much due to the fear of the Atlético Sorocaba players. Imagine what might happen if they had scored. Luckily, they managed to go back to Brazil after the tie, but internally, it was admitted that it was a good thing that they hadn't won. If not, they would have had difficulties to leave the country. Matches between national teams and clubs are very rare. For me, this is the craziest story. To this day, there's still a possibility that the North Koreans don't know the truth about that match. Can you guys think of any stories like that? Comment below, follow us on Instagram if you don't already, and stay tuned for more episodes of the Golazo Kids Untold Stories.